You feel me? I rest my fucking case.
Right. You know what made you can start thinking about sometimes how the mergement of what did Elijah say to Gaddafi when they first met? Because from my understanding, Gaddafi is Orthodox Muslim, right?
Yes.
I wonder what did Elijah say to that man?
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
Right, I thought, but it's a thought. Because I'm pretty sure he told Gaddafi that the black man was God. I'm pretty sure he
But
did.
Gaddafi never thought of himself as other than a black man. Remember that.
What'd you say, Lord? I didn't hear you.
Gaddafi never thought of himself as anything other than a black man.
Right. That's all you knew. That's who he was.
Right, so, I mean, when we say, in modern days, when they say black man, the political arena and the people of Earth, when they say black man, you know who they really thinking of? They thinking of American descendants of Asiatics. They consider them African that live in America. That's who they really call him, the black man.
Right, okay.
Right, because even when they from Jamaica, they'll say something like this. Other day I was talking to this Jamaican girl and she was telling me that she wasn't black, that she was Jamaican, but she was blacker than the ace of spade. I didn't say anything. I just listened to it. She said, I'm not black, I'm Jamaican. So the guy who was sitting, the guy who was sitting next to her said, but I seen some white Jamaicans. Are they just Jamaican too? They not considered white and you're considered black? And she said something to the effect, but we're all Jamaican. And he said, I hear what you're saying because we're all American in America. But some Americans are Chinese, Italian, black, white, whatever the fuck they are. He was talking that way. Now, I in my mind, I was saying, well, there's Europeans and there's Asiatics. And you could say black and white people. But that's not really true because then you're cutting out the brown, which would be the Hindus and all of them. Even the Mexicans and all of them consider themselves brown. I heard them say it. Okay, you feel me? So everybody's using colors to represent their race. They got the black race, the brown race, the red race, the yellow race, and the white race. Is there any other race? No.
Used to be.
Yeah, well, they ain't got those colors now. And that's why I say, they're using colors or shades to say who they are. So if I say to you, oh, he's a black man, most people will say he's talking about American, a black American.
Right.
Because when they say you an African, they don't think of you here in America. They think of Africans in Africa.
They sure do.
Okay. If I say I'm Cuban, they want to see what kind of Cuban you are. You a black Cuban or a white Cuban? Now, I hear like that girl said she was Jamaican, but you can believe it that people from England want to see if you're a white Jamaican or a black Jamaican.
For real?
You think they don't? They want to know what kind of Jamaican you are.
Right.
They ain't just settling that you were Jamaican, because if that was the case, then when you in England, because or Britain, the Great Britain, England, Ireland, Wales, wherever, I'm sure there's black people in Wales and there's black people in Ireland and there's definitely black people in England, because I got some of them that's my friends on Facebook. So if you're a black person, like I know this chick, she's a black girl, light skinned, she's from Germany. So is she's a German, she's from Germany, is she considered a white German or a black German? That's why I'm looking at this Jamaican chick and I'm saying, I don't understand how you think that. I didn't say it to her, but in my mind I'm saying, I don't understand how you figure yourself to be Jamaican but not of African descent. Well, Where do you think your people came from? Yeah, how the fuck did you get? Yeah, what the fuck is you talking about? Unless you saying you Native American.
Right.
So I'm just saying, these are the things that are taking place on the earth, and it could be confusing.
Hey, yo, I was in a teen outfit, and he was his brother, man. He was like an African American, almost a so-called African American, I'm mistake. He was like a regular black brother, but he told me he was Dominican. He showed me a picture of his mom. I guess she was Dominican, right? I didn't see his daddy, but dude was like me. Like, his hair was even like more coarser than mine, more woolly than mine. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But he was like, I'm a Dominican, and he spoke Dominican, and I'm looking like, oh, they must don't see no difference. All them people is just all one, I guess. Like, he had me told off like a.
What happened? He was from where? He was from where?
He was a Dominican.
Yeah, but Dominican Republic is part of Haiti. Haiti and Dominican Republic on the same island, so they do have a separation.
Right, okay.
The Haitians are Haitian. The Haitians are Haitian, and the Dominicans are Dominican, and they're on the same island. The only thing separating them is that fence.
Right.
And the Haitians consider themselves as being black, and the Dominicans consider themselves being white.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right. Yet, the Dominicans and the Cubans have more dark people in their continent, like Dominican Republic and Haiti and Cuba, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, the Virgin Islands. All of them got more darker skinned people on their island than they have lighter skinned people. I think if you go to Puerto Rico, they got more lighter skin than they got dark skin. Or that's what they portray. That's what you see anyway on TV, or if you go to the island. Because when I went to the island, I did see some dark skinned Puerto Ricans that was jet black that if they was in America, people would say they're African American. They wouldn't know the difference unless they spoke.
Right. That's understandable though.
Right. So I'm just saying, these are the things that's going on. So when you allow, the key to that, what I'm saying is, in a nutshell, when you allow the conqueror to dictate to you as the conquered, or the conquered nation versus the conquering nation. The conquering nation usually sets up the agenda. Who's what goes where, and what the schooling system will teach, what the political agenda will be, what the religious propaganda will be pushed out. Things of that nature, religion, culture, creed, school, politics, sports, all of that is dictated by the ruling party.
Ruling man. You're right about that.
That's why, if you're in the United States of America, football is one way. When you in, say, South America, football is another way. Those are two different footballs. You can't play those two games. You can't get the football team from South America, say Mexico, to play the football team from New York. They're not playing the same game.
Sure. Same name, different game.
Right. One is kicking the ball. One is kicking the ball, and the other one is throwing the ball. There's two different games. That's just like I was explaining to this brother, hammer. Most people, when they laymen think of a hammer, they think of that hammer that you got in your dress, in your tool kit that you pull out and hammer a nail with. But they got hammers that are 7 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. I worked at this place. They had a hammer that was 50 feet, weighed over 3 tons. That's a hammer, and it was a hammer too. And it would make dies. It made it had like a die in the middle of the hammer, so they would put hot molten metal in the middle of it and hammer it into a shape. But it was a hammer.
Right, you're right.
Right, just like if you go to a law book and you go to a law dictionary and you get a regular dictionary and look up some of the same words and they got different definitions.
You right about that. Majority of words, you know, the words we use over here, majority of these words, all 90% of these words, if not all, always mean something else.
Right.
We don't even speak proper English. We speak broken English.
Well, I don't know if we speak broken English as much as we speak American. Our English ain't broken.
You're right.
Broken English is you missing words. Like, here's broken English. I'm speaking in English and Spanish. Now it's broken. But actually, in America, they speak English, but not English, the same English that the England speaks. They speak American. That's why when we was overseas and we was guarding the perimeter, we would say stuff like, if you don't speak American, don't come to my post at night if you don't speak American, because I'm going to shoot you.
Right.
Because I'm guarding my post. I'm covering my perimeter. It's dark. I can't fucking see. There's no street lights. It's not like in New York. You can't see shit. When the sun go down, whatever you don't see with the stars and the moon, if it's a cloudy night, it's pitch black. You can't see shit. So don't fucking come to my post. I'm telling you, don't come here unless you can speak American. I mean, say some shit like, yo, what's up, son? I want to hear that.
Right, Lord. I want to hear nothing else but that.
And that's real, son. We used to say shit like, what state you from? I say something, I'm from New York. Yeah? Well, tell me the 2 baseball teams in New York. And they be locking and loading when they saying that. Now, you don't say Yankees in the Mets. You won't get some rounds fired at you, son.
If you don't identify self.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
That's how it is, though.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Like you was saying,
that's so much symbolic. That's symbolic for a lot of stuff.
Well, you said you was talking to the Moors in Ohio, and I was explaining to you why I was saying they not the same as the Moors from Noble Drew Ali. CMB Moors are not Noble Drew Ali's Moors. They not the fucking same. They don't even talk the same way.
Right.
They don't act the same way, they don't do the same things, and they don't have the same philosophy, nor do they have the same leader. Nor do their leader speak the same way. When Noble Drew Ali talked, he would say something like, time never was when man was not. Well, CMB might say something like, we're grown-up sons, and we're a widow's son. See? That's 2 different languages.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of wild right there.
They're not the same.
You know what I'm saying? That was wild what you said.
Well, CMB was a 33rd 360-degree free Moorish master mason. Noble Drew Ali never called himself that. He said, I'm the prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's what he said. See, that's all you got to do is ask somebody, what are you? Who are you? They know who they are. If CMB says he's a 33rd 360-degree free Moorish master mason, he knows what the fuck he is. And if Noble Drew Ali said he's the noble prophet Drew Ali, he knows who he is. Just like Elijah said he was the messenger of Allah, and W.B. Farad said he is Allah, and the Father said he's Allah. Everybody knows who they are, trust me.
Right.
And within each prospective group, they have beef, but not beef to the level where they can't function.